perform!
Welcome to your very own drama class. I'm Praxis. Come, dance with us.
Praxis and I are your new drama teachers. We're going to show you and your friends how actors learn to act. I'm Mr. Katzoff.
We'll be with you for 3 classes, acting out a very funny, funky poem about dinosaurs.
On days you don't see us on screen, you'll have a home arts project to work on with your family and teachers.
I'll tell you about the home arts project later in the show.
Praxis, do you think it's time to introduce our young actor over there to our team of junior thespian paleontologists?
Oh yes, young thespian paleontologists are young actors and young dinosaur scientists.
Shh! Don't say that word. You hear what's happening every single time you say it.
What word are you talking about, Mr. Kassoff?
I'm afraid to utter it, but listen. Shh! It's what paleontologists study.
Oh, but of course, paleontologists study dinosaurs.
And thespians study acting.
So for you, young thespians,
we present your colleagues, our team of junior thespian paleontologists. Elisabella!
Melanie,
Christian!
Lucas,
Angelica!
Alejandro,
Shiner!
and
We can't forget to introduce Miley to our young actor over there. Hey, Miley. Hey, beautiful.
do you ever think about your living body?
Your head with your face on front is located on top of your neck, and your neck is over your shoulders, right? And within your neck, you can feel where your voice comes out, can't you? Put your fingertips on your throat and say ah with me. You'll feel the power of your voice. Ah. Feel it? Now, going down from your shoulders, you can feel your arms, and at the end of your arms, you have your hands with all its fingers. Then you have the middle of you, passing your knees, passing your legs down to your feet. Bring your attention all the way down to the very bottom of your teeniest, tiniest toe.
And there's your entire body. Pretty amazing, isn't it? In drama class, we call our bodies our actor's instrument. In this class, Mr. Kassoff will show you how to use your voice as your first actor's instrument.
Praxis and I will repeat a short vowel sound, then you repeat it back to us. Ah, 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 ah.
Ah, 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 ah.
Ah, 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 ah.
Mr. Kassoff, every time I do this exercise, I feel the need to clear my throat like this. How about you? Do you feel the need to clear your throat? Let's do it.
Now we're going to do the same exercise, but with the S sound first and then E. Praxis and I will say it, and then you say it after us. Eh, 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 eh.
Eh, 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 eh.
E, 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 E. E, 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 E.
E, 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 E.
E, 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 E. When we recite the vowel sounds this time, we'll practice projecting our voice on our breath. For example, I will recite the ah sound for 5 finger counts. Ah.
Only 5. Can I do at least 20 finger counts, Mr. Castle?
Terrific, but not yet. Start with 5 and we'll build up.
Ah.
Now, Praxis and I will recite the ah sound together for 5 finger counts. Say it with us. 1, 2, 3. Ah.
Okay, one more time. 5 finger counts. But this time, just you with the ah sound. I'll count for you. Good. Are you ready for 10 now?
Do it with us. 1, 2, 3. Ah.
Great. Now you do 10 all by yourself. Great.
Oh, by the way,
We didn't ask you this, guys, but you're not afraid of dinosaurs, are you?
well, ready or not, it's time for you to learn our poem by Dennis Lee called Dinosaurs Diner.
Here's our team of young actors and paleontologists performing Dinosaurs Diner.
Practical too. All went out to dinner. The dinosaur zoo. Along came the waiter called.
Dinosaurs
Couple at the table.
because they didn't pay their debt. Now, the kids are going to say it again for you, and Praxis and I will say it with them too. And we all want you to join us. Will you do it? Say the sentence after I say the number 3. Start by taking a deep, deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Allosaurus, Stegosaurus, Brontosaurus, 2.
All
went out to dinner at the dinosaur zoo.
Let's recite that sentence again, and this time you can read the words as we say them.
Allosaurus, Stegosaurus, Brontosaurus, 2. All went out to dinner at the dinosaur zoo.
One more time, and this time just you. You'll see the words on the screen and you just say them.
And say every single word vigorously with the power you feel in your voice.
Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Now, let me tell you about our first Let's Act Out Home Arts project. You'll be working on it before you see Mr. Kassoff and me next time.
Praxis and I have something to ask you about this poem.
Listen again and use your imagination to picture the words.
Allosaurus, Stegosaurus, Brontosaurus 2. all went out to dinner at the dinosaur zoo.
Okay, what do you picture in your imagination when you heard those words? Dinosaur zoo.
So your project is to draw a picture of a dinosaur zoo. I'm wondering, what is such a place like?
Me too, Mr. Kasov. I can easily imagine what a zoo with living animals looks like. I've been to zoo many times in my life. But the poet writes that the Allosaurus, Stegosaurus, and Brontosaurus all went out to dinner. When anyone says, let's go out to dinner, don't they mean a restaurant?
Wait a minute. Is this zoo where I can imagine cages and exhibits with huge dinosaurs?
Or is this a place where I imagine tables, chairs, and fancy tablecloths and silverware? Mr. Kasov, do you have an opinion about what a dinosaur zoo is?
Well,
Lights, camera, action!
Okay, let's act out what you learned today. Call your video director and say, it's time for a screen test. The teachers are waiting.
Practice and I will hold the lesson for 30 seconds so you can get ready. We expect that you're now facing your video director. You will hear us, but you don't need to see us.
And for the video directors, here are some tips to make sure that your young actor looks terrific on camera.
Make sure your performer is well lit. Make sure your performer is always at the center of your screen. Direct your performer to project voice and energy. Do not accept uninspired efforts. Make sure your performer is sitting up straight when sitting and standing and moving on purpose otherwise.
Let's act out! Scene 1, voice projection exercise.
Your young actor will now demonstrate for the camera how we've learned to project our voices using the ah vowel sound. Let's do a finger count of 5. Your young actor will perform the ah sound to a finger count of 5. It should sound like this. Ah. Now, it's the actor's turn. Look right at the camera and start projecting the ah sound on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now, the performer will do it again, and this time for 10 finger counts.
It should sound like this. Ah. Now it's the actor's turn. Look right at the camera and start projecting the ah sound on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Next time when we do this exercise, we will count in real seconds on a real stopwatch.
Angelica was getting very good at this. Look what she got.
15!
Let's act out. Scene 2, funny funky dinosaurs.
Our young actor will now perform the role of a very funny, funky dinosaur.
The actor will move and freeze to music and get into a funky attitude, but don't move around the room just yet. First, listen to the music and feel the attitude.
When we play the music, first act it out only with the top of your actor's instrument, your upper body.
Make your face into a funny, funky dinosaur face and feel that funny, funky dinosaur tail growing out your spine. Shake it all around behind you.
Here comes the music, and you're going to stand in place and move and freeze. Now, video director, please show your young actor where to stand and where to move around when the music starts. Plan ahead so you will know better how to follow your performer with your camera.
And so now I will speak to you, our young thespian. When the music starts, move around the room and play your very funny, funky dinosaur.
And when the music stops, freeze in place like the statue that we saw, but only a statue of your very funny, funky dinosaur. Think before you act.
Imagine before you act.
And
Let's act out! That's all for our show today. Next time we'll be learning imagination and concentration. You'll use your face again as your actor's instrument, and you'll develop more power in your voice.
We'll also practice more of that you-know-who poem.
Hey, that's not fair! She didn't say dinosaur!
stay tuned. Mr. Kassoff wants to speak directly to parents and teachers right after each show. We are calling this personal segment What Wisdom Tells Us. Today, he will talk about the number one most important thing parents and teachers can do to make a child thrive even during these very stressful times.
Did you know about this blockbuster bestseller? This masterpiece of spiritual philosophy was first published in 1923. The prophet reveals in poetry something wisdom has told us about children for thousands of years. Upon arrival, that brand new offspring of yours already had DNA, with 2 streams of hereditary programming immediately available for use. The operating system that came with your newborn infant included a series of species-wide predispositions embedded in herd instincts. Also available, even from before birth, were collective unconscious, developmental triggers, numerous personal proclivities, a recognizable temperament, multiple intelligences, and inclinations towards certain interests and not to others. Then, of course, there's always karma to contend with. So don't let anyone ever tell you that your child's mind is an empty vessel or a hollow container. Don't let anyone even try to tell you that the purpose of school is to input your kid with necessary data, required information, and essential skills in order to survive in today's fiercely competitive global marketplace. Not so. Your child's mind is not an empty jar just sitting around waiting for your teacher to shovel raspberry preserves into it for future use. Traditional wisdom tells us that learning is in reality the opposite. Gibran's prophet speaks directly to the inner wisdom of your child. Within every culture in the world, in every era of human history, our children have always been reassured that the knowledge which they intuitively grasp within themselves is real. Their intuition is a source of truth. Their feelings are truth. Their imagination and their faith, all are resources of truth. Our educational system is very good at showing children how to get information from the outside world. Now, at this time especially, we will also teach our children to use their precious inner resources. Every parent and every teacher can start teaching children today how to listen to themselves. All you have to do is just take one random moment every single day and stop, look, and fix undivided, undistracted attention upon the child. Listen wholeheartedly to whatever the child happens to be talking about at that particular random moment. Your heart knows in silence the secrets of the days and nights, but your ears thirst for the sound of your heart's knowledge. You would know in words that which you have always known in thought.